Let your body kind of sink, feel like the weight of the body surrenders, and unhinge your jaw. So disconnect the teeth and relax your lips and mouth. Relax your eyes, your eyelids, the forehead, the temples. Just let the breath be traveling easy in and out. And then it's beautiful just to think, oh my God, I'm lying down. I'm okay. If there's any stiffness, probably some tightness that is always lingering, breathe that and feel that maybe through the practice you'll soften through these areas of tension. Sometimes it's a muscle, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's both. All we can do is try to soften the thought about it and not struggle and fight with it. So always be in a place that you start with soft, gentle, uh, surrendering and letting the body rest and breathe, especially breathing. So let's do a nice exercise or nice practice of the breath, which is called the pranayama. We'll just kind of do with inhales on 4 and exhales for 6. Okay, and then we'll increase it for inhaling 4 and then exhale for almost 8. If that feels like it's too much, you just find a rhythm that feels good. So everybody, just wherever you are, just exhale, release, and empty. And then just take a breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gently soften and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're really setting a pace that feels natural, that feels okay. Inhaling again 3, 4, and exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften, inhaling again, count to 4, to your 4, your count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale gently again, softening 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then these last two, I'm going to lengthen just a little bit the exhale, inhaling 4 comfortably. Try to not engage in any tension as you breathe in, and then start with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm not going to count. Notice how this helped you a little bit. Notice how it connects you to your breath. Notice what the breath does to just simply being with your body, lying back, trying to soften, trying to let go of the busyness of the mind, the chatter box that we have constantly, blah, 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 blah. Just letting that go, breathing in and out. We start the yoga this way. We move in between. We go standing, we go seated, we go lunging, and then we'll come back to this Shavasana. So the other thing I'm going to add just here on your back is just if your legs are long, rebend them and place your feet on the floor, feet flat on the floor. And then feel your feet, feel your heels and your toes and your toe bounce, feel the connection of your feet. If your knees were knocking against each other, just separate them about hips distance, not too wide, not too close, just enough so you feel the feet. And then try to do that little curvature to flatten. So you imagine, sometimes they say that we used to have a tailbone. So if the tailbone was like in at the end of the spine, imagine the tailbone is going to curl and you're going to try to bring the tailbone up towards the navel. Okay, that kind of flattens the back. Okay, and then you're going to release that and you're going to arch and increase that little little natural curve that we have in the lumbar area. So very subtle movement. Again, I'm not even doing it. I'm just kind of guiding you. So just close your eyes and just notice what it does to lift the tailbone. And then almost like you put the tailbone flat. So you curl it up like you want to lift it to your knees. And then you flatten it and you send it flat. You are curling, engaging a little bit bigger, increasing the curve. Keep your head on the ground. If you have a blanket, that's great. Try to keep your head and neck away from each other and try to support your head. So curling in and flattening really also engages how your back feels, how your hips feel. Very subtle, feel your feet also, feel the back of your shoulders and the back of your head. We're going to add and lift for a very gentle baby bridge and have your block near you just in case. We're gonna maybe put it between your knees. So next time you're going to curl your tailbone up and your lower back is flat, just really start lifting your hips up a little bit and try to keep your head on the ground. Try to feel the chest is lifting up and then slowly bring your hips down all the way down. So almost like also like counting and controlling the way you bring the hips all the way down. And then feet on the ground, really place the weight on your feet and the toes and the heels. And then flatten your back and start lifting off. So lift off. Okay, lift a little bit, the knees go forward. And then slowly lower your hips, lower your sacrum. Now we did two. This is an option to kind of bring the block, the narrow part like that, the narrow between your knees and squeeze it. So it'll make it so you really engage your inner thighs and your belly is almost like it wakes up. Press your feet, squeeze the block and lift your hips off with the block. You don't have to have it, but it's just a nice feedback as you squeeze the block. You feel a little bit of contraction in your glutes, in the whole pelvic ball, and then relax the legs, relax the hips, lower the hips down, and the curve comes back, right? You can almost feel a little bit of the hands, like a little tunnel. Let's do the arms. So if you like, the next time you're gonna lift your hips, maybe lift your arms and maybe touch your fingers overhead. Squeeze that block, beautiful. Slowly lift your arms and then lower your hips, relax your legs, glutes and hips, hands down. Just one more. Squeeze the block, lift up. Try to make it so it's warming up, but not your biggest bridge. Lengthen your legs a little bit more. Bring your hands up and lower your hips and lower your hands. Good, that's it. Okay, we warmed up a little bit, put the block away for a moment. And then just lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Flex your feet, that means like activate your toes. So flex your feet up and bring your arms overhead and lengthen from feet and heels to fingertips. Lengthen, elongate, get tall and long. Stretch long, navel to fingers, feet to navel. Bring your hands down, rebend your legs, place your feet on the floor, and just take a moment, just breathe in and out. Let the breath come back. Okay, now if you have a strap, have a strap. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna do all of these lifting the leg for mobility without the strap. You're welcome to use it, but I'm gonna show you that you can also do it without. It's great with the strap, so you're welcome to use your common sense. And I'm gonna start with the leg that is my left leg, which is closer to you to start. All right, so I'm gonna just bring the left knee to my chest, and I'm going to extend the right leg. So extend the right leg and hug the left knee. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of bring it in and relax it. So imagine that you lengthen your arms and you bend your arms, and that brings the knee in. Keep the leg long, the right leg is long on the floor. Keep your face soft, keep your head on the ground, keep your chin and jaw unhinged. Hug in and squeeze, and then relax. Hug in. So we did 1, 2, 3, let's do 4. Squeeze in, lengthen the right, squeeze the left, right? Now hug it in one more time and roll the ankle. A couple times to each side, maybe 2 or 3. Very good. Now, the hands were below the knee, on top of your shin. You're gonna place the hands behind the leg, and with your heel flexed, lengthen the leg. So if this is where you are, or this is where you are, try to lengthen it and then gently bring it in. So hugging it in again to your ribs, and then straighten it, or trying to straighten it and flexing. Hug it in. When you bring it in, try to soften your face. Just let the move be gentle. Purpose of the move, really conscious move. Notice that the leg is not going to the side. Notice that you're probably struggling a little bit to straighten it, but try to breathe it and try to not lift your head and shoulders. Straighten it as much as possible. Your toes to your face. Now, this is where I mean, like if you have a strap, great, but if you don't, just let the leg point up and let go of your hands just for a moment. Let go of the hands, let the leg work and extend and reach, and place the weight also on the right leg on the floor, and then hug the knee again just for a moment, bring it in again, and then just take some circles here. So then again, you can use your hand, right, to guide it, or just use your own hip to open it a couple times, 2 or 3. Nice and easy hydration, lubrication, kind of working on the little mobility here. Actually, this is called mobility and functional mobility. Awesome. Bring it in again. And then maybe last thing here that we'll switch it if you want a little bit more stretching on your chest and your low back. Lift your head and maybe bring your nose closer to the knee. They don't have to touch, but just feel that. And slowly release your head and shoulders, and relax the leg long on the floor. Flex your toes, flex your feet, toes up. Bring your arms overhead. Lengthen again from fingertips to feet. And I want you to rest. Rest everything. Maybe the elbows go like cactus. Maybe the legs go out. And just feel like this nice little pause in between. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, your neck, and sometimes the jaw tightens. Relax everything and breathe like we started. Just let the breath soften. And let's do one windshield wiper, and then we'll do the other side. So bend your legs, and you can do a little going side to side, just easy to each side. Please don't rush. Feel each leg going, or you can even try and see if the legs go together, or maybe one goes first and the other. It's kind of fun to watch that, how wide the feet are, how close the feet are, what it feels to have the legs wider, what it feels to also flex and the feet when you go to one side, or maybe have the feet flat, go to the inner and outer edges, pinky side and inner arch. Little things to notice. Come back to center. And then you're going to keep the right foot on the ground and extend the left leg long. Okay. Hug the knee in, bring it in, place the hands just below the knee or on the part of the shin and bring it in, bend your arms and extend your arms and hold the leg. So the leg is kind of like pulling your arms long, and then relax your arms and chest and squeeze the leg in. So about 2 more times, in, out. So squeeze it in. Remember the other leg also, just kind of really have the thigh as if you're pressing the thigh on the ground. So then don't let the other leg just be loosey, just activate it, hug in. Very good. Now circle the ankle a couple times, relax. Like you're painting with your toe and really painting a big circle both sides. So really use the circle to really move those little bones and joints. Very good. Now transfer the hands to below or behind the leg. And then with the flex foot, that means really activate it. Extend the leg again. Try to extend it. The hands are behind. The leg can be to try to straighten it and then rebend it. Okay. So try maybe 2 more times and really point with your heel. Then relax the leg, rebend it, bring it, squeeze it to your chest. Squeeze it as much as you want. Relax the arms. Let the leg straighten as much as possible. Point with your heel. Stay here. Feel the one leg up and then one leg down, the 90-degree, or maybe it's here, maybe it's here, wherever you are. Maybe let the hands go for a breath. Very good. And then hug it in, help it in close, hug it in. And then maybe with your hand, with no hands, just circle it in, bring it closer and out. You can help it. You can use one hand. You can do both directions. So it's like counterclockwise and clockwise. You can go really slow. Okay, and then if you want, this is optional, you can stay here or maybe lift, engage your belly and lift your nose, lift your knee, hug your knee and bring your nose close to your knee, tighten, squeeze, relax the head and shoulders and lengthen the leg. We'll take a little break, let the legs go, let the arms go, like a little X or cactus or anything. Move your head around if you like. And then place your feet down again. Just take a moment with the knees bent, the feet flat. And then one at a time or both at a time, just give yourself a hug with the knees. Hug the knees to chest and roll your back, massage your back. Then we'll go to one side, go to the side you prefer to come on to seated, cross-legged. You can place a blanket under your seat if that makes you comfortable. You can use a wall to sit against the wall. Just take your time and gracefully and gently use your arms, use your hands, and come to sit. Okay, so remember, cross-legged, you can also place yourself on a blanket, on a block, prop yourself in any way that feels good. We're gonna do a little bit of, again, a little bit of cat and cow. I have my right shin on the front, so just notice which shin is dominant or tends to be always in the front. Hold on to your knees, okay? Hold on to your knees, and then you're going to extend your arms nice and long, and let the arms hold on to the knees and really stretch and traction your spine. Then bend your elbows, coming up to center, and then bend your elbows and bring your chest as if you want to bring your chest in front of your arms. Okay, and do these a couple times. So rounding, holding on to the knees, maybe chin to chest, squeeze the belly. You can even lift your knees a little bit off the ground and then ground your sit bones and then come on up to straight And then lean forward, chest forward, almost like your elbows remain back, shoulders back, and chest forward. And then one more or two more like that. Nice and easy. Rounding, squeeze the belly, gaze to the belly. Extend your arms nice and long. Come on forward. And then chest forward, elbows back. Maybe the head and the nose go a little higher. All right, be careful. What I'm going to do is just a little like a boat pose. So we're going to do it slowly together if it's okay. So lean back enough to maybe use your core and then release your legs. Maybe they bend and maybe you can hold behind the legs to do a little bit of that boat pose. So try to not round, try to lengthen your chest to your thighs. And then remember you have that cross of the right and then switch it. And then we'll do that again. So cross the legs, come on up to straight. Just take a moment before we do the other side. Take a breath in and out. Close your eyes, see if there's anything with stiffness and tightness. Relax it. Use your breath. Hold on to the knees, round. Bend your elbows, come up to straight. And if this is just a tiny little back bend, that's what you do. And then round, hold on to the knees, round, stretch, hold on to the knees, squeeze the belly, lengthen the arms, hold on. And then one more up to center and just a tiny bit forward. Elbows towards the ribs, chest and head forward. Let's do one more. Remember, we come forward, we breathe in. And then lean back, use your core, really engage your core as we're going to do. It's like a little balance here, really. And then relax your legs, start uncrossing, come to boat pose. You can bring your hands under, forward, reaching up. You can also bring your hands behind. So use your boat pose smartly and wisely, accordingly. Okay, do whatever you want. And then we're just gonna rest. So whatever knee is in front, shin is in front, take a moment here, just breathe in and close your eyes and breathe out. All right, so I'm gonna place the block between the calves and the glutes for this next little sequence. If you don't need the block, you don't need the block. You can even use two blocks. So you're gonna go and sit on the shins with the feet kind of around it. And you sit with these, with the blocks. It makes you comfortable. Your knees can be right in front of your hips. Okay, so maybe you use two, maybe you use one. Just take a moment, find that shape. And then we're gonna lift up, right? Lift up, and then come onto the knees, come onto the shins, lift up. The arms go up. I'm just gonna move the screen in a minute. And then you're gonna come back, you're gonna sit back. You don't need the block, you don't need the block. And you find a little child's pose. You bring your head down. Maybe you need a block for your head. Maybe your arms go forward underneath your head. Okay, and then come back up onto the knees, lift up, and then lower your hands, shift the hips back, and maybe you stay here. Okay, so maybe you stay high on the block, maybe your head lowers to the ground. Come on, back up, and lift your arms. Extend. It's like you want to come up and really extend, and the arms go forward and the hips go back. And then you bring your hands down, and maybe you bring your hands to the earth, close to your legs. And then one more time up on the shins, on the knees, arms up. And then arms go forward, hips go back, hips go to the heels, reach forward, 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 and then rest. Okay, rest here. You can keep your block. You can remove your block. You can put the block under your forehead and just take in child's pose. Okay, so you can widen, you can keep your knees together, or you can put a blanket under your shins, under your knees, under the tops of your feet sometimes are also sensitive. So find the child's pose, find a moment. And they say in the yoga, when I read sometimes, they say to breathe from your back or breathe through your kidneys, whatever that sounds like. If that feels like it's relaxing to you, close your eyes and just let the pose soften you again. Close your eyes. And if you like, apply the breath that we did. You can do 4 and 8. You can do 4 and 6. Count for 4, count for 6, breathe in and out. What is to me, the yoga is finding that pause, that sensation of peace and quiet, even in the shape, even if it's just a breath that feels, oh, this is great, I feel good. And sometimes child's pose is torturous, and sometimes it isn't, and it gets better with practice, or maybe it will never be. But we are okay to feel that, to notice that we notice that. Let's come on hands and knees from here. Okay, so if you need to again put another mat here, come to hands and knees. So we warmed up the spine pretty much. I think we're okay. And we're going to do a little, again, mobility here. Now we're hands and knees. So I'm going to start with the right leg and I'm going to extend it. Okay, so try to not lift your hips. It's just imagine that is the leg alone moving. The chest, the arms, the hands, the belly doesn't move. Just one knee, one leg. And then have the other knee down and extend the left. And then bring the knee down. Try to really control and isolate the movement to the leg that you're extending. Keep your arms strong, keep your belly breathing, keep your gaze and relaxed. Bring the knee in, bring it down, set it down, and then extend the left leg long, reach long, maybe the foot points. All I want is to have the hip down. Bring both knees in. I'm going to add just a tiny circle here so the knee stays down. And then now the right leg is going to, the right knee is going to lift and you're going to bring it out like a cat or like a dog, and then back and bring the knee back, down, and bring the knee in. So we'll create a little circle. So the knee is a little forward, a little out, points back, close the knee in, and then start again. So knee comes in a little bit towards your right elbow and out, reach back, and then bring it in and bring the knee down. We'll do the other side and then we'll take a child's pose and rest our wrists, okay? If you're tired, you can do this perfectly here. So lift your knee, bring it a little closer to your elbow or the left side, and then out a little bit, reach back, and then close the knees in and bring it in again. So a circle with the knee out, back, close the knee, bring it in and bring it forward, squeeze in and out, back behind, close the legs together, bring the knee in, and then we'll rest again. So come onto the knees, sit back, elbows, arms, rest your forehead, find your child's pose, find that moment of steadiness, of recovery, of resetting, of breath, to recover, to breathe in and out. Balasana is the name. is child's pose, many variations with your hands. They can be out, they can be with the hands up, they can be reaching to the heels. Your forehead can be resting on two fists. All these options, if you have the one that works, stay there and use your breath count, use your pace, and feel that you can soften your belly between your legs. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to start a little bit of working with lunges. So I'm going to step forward, right? And I'm going to straighten both legs, and then we're going to come into the runner stretch. A little bit of heads up here. Okay. So blocks on the top. All right. And then right leg to the front. You can start with your blocks high, closer, so it helps you, and step the right foot, walk it forward. So you want the knee over the ankle, but you want to walk it a little bit forward, a little bit forward. Okay, take a moment, feel the shape. Here you are, right? I hope the screen is going to be okay right there. Okay, now just go a little bit forward and a little bit back. Feel how, right, the knee goes maybe in front of the ankle and then back. So the hips go forward and back. Okay, so hold on to the blocks. I hope you do, because these really help here. You're gonna place your hands on the highest. You're gonna tuck your toe in the back, and you're gonna lift both legs off the ground. So the back leg actually, and you're gonna straighten both legs, and you're going to stay on the tippy toes in the back, and you're going to lift your toes in the front, lift your toes in the front. So it looks like both straight legs. None of the feet are completely on the ground. You're going to now bring the foot down, gently knee down, untuck the toes in the back, and then rock a little back and forth. Okay, so then tuck your toes, lift your back leg, straighten. Use your blocks here, lengthen your torso, lift your toes in the front. So lift the toes in the front. You're on the tippy toes in the back. Bring your foot down and gently bring your knee down. Untuck the toes and then back and forth. Okay, one more. Blocks are great. Tuck your toes, lift your back leg, straighten it as much as possible. Straighten both legs, sink back and lift your toes in the front. Lift your toes in the front. Both straight legs, square your hips, step the foot down, bring the knee down, untuck the toes, the foot is flat in the back, and then just walk your foot forward a little bit, and then we'll do the stretcher for the runner stretch or half split or Ardha Hanuman. So you can stay again high. For this part, I'm flexing my toes to my face, every single toe to your face, so bring everything in. Stay high, hold. We'll take 3 breaths here. Breathing in and out, don't rush here. All right, step the foot down. Really step it down. Bring both hands, so really place weight on that front foot. Bring both hands on the top of your knee, on the top of your thigh. And then carefully here, if you have stability, if you feel good here, you can add the arms like a little cactus arms and maybe reach a little bit forward. So careful with your back, the tailbone is under, and you lift your heart and your chest. Very nice. Breathing. If the head is too much, just look forward and squeeze your shoulders. Bring your hands back onto the top of your thigh. Breathe in and out. And maybe here, You can also just reach and sink a little forward. Breathe. Awesome. So we're going to go back and then carefully step the foot back. And just, if you want, take a little cat and cow here. So we did it seated, we did it on the back. Do it on your hands and knees, round and arch. Really use your cats and cows. And let's take one down dog, and then we'll do the other side. So tuck your toes, do your dog. It can be here with the knees bent, right? So it can be a little higher. Just take this dog as a little pause, a little stretching in between. Tailbone is up, hands are pressing. You're on your tippy toes, don't worry about the heels. Lift your hips up, lengthen shoulders, calf muscles, low back, and we'll take a child's pose. Okay, so knees wide, and then sit back if you like. Find a variation. Maybe the hands go forward this time. Maybe you do it extended child's pose. Maybe you can bring your elbows forward and you bring your hands to prayer and you bring your arms to the back of your neck or towards the head. Take that child's pose and then we'll do the other side. Please recover. Please breathe. Knees can be wide, but what you don't have permission to ever avoid is to breathe. Always do anything with your knees, with your back, with your arms, but always mind the breath. Whatever variation you did with your arms, come back, come onto the blocks, find your blocks, come onto the knees, step the foot forward. All right, so if the legs, we're gonna try to really lengthen the legs so you can be here, so you can start closer and then walk the foot a little bit so it's the knee, you're like in this proposal pose, right? You can also repad the back leg, the back knee if it hurts, right? Just go a little forward and a little back. So the knee kind of goes over the ankle and then back. You have your hands on the floor. You can have your hands on blocks. You can lower your blocks accordingly. You lower your blocks, maybe you lift your heart. So depending on how you feel, you do these also, these are hips mobilities as well. Okay, so we're gonna try to now tuck your toes in the back, use your blocks and then long in the highest, okay? So you can lean on the top foot, tuck your toes, lift your back leg and straighten both legs and come forward. You can stay high, long, and then bend your legs, tap your back leg, look forward. One more, up, lower to the front leg, square your hips. You can also, I forgot this, to lift your toes. That adds a little squeezy, a little juicy. You don't have to. Step the foot down, bring the knee down, tap down. And then one more, lifting up, straightening, maybe bring the toes in the front, on your tippy toes in your back. Your heel is not touching, both legs pretty straight. Feel the back of your legs, the hamstrings carefully. All right, and then carefully undo everything. Step the left foot forward, bring the right knee down. And then this is where you do that hamstring. You can walk the foot a little forward. You can bend towards that front thigh. Lift your toes, fold, or stay high. Find that Hanumanasana or half split stretch. The leg doesn't have to be straight and you don't have to be close. You can stay high. Just as long as you feel something, you'll be fine. Just breathe here. Also, breath, there's no break here. Breathe, 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 breathe. Okay, so relax the leg. Try to bring it closer so it's really on stable, and step in again. Come on up if you can. Release from the blocks, come on to the top leg, stay here. Yeah, so widen the legs if you are feeling a little wobbly, widen them, see that helps you. All right, and then straighten your torso. And you can stay here. This is plenty balance. If you want more and you feel safe, very gently, you can add your arms, and you can bring your arms behind and squeeze your shoulders back. You can press your hands as if you had a wall behind you. Notice that you cannot not see. Maybe you see them, maybe you don't. Maybe you add your back bend, maybe you sink a little bit forward. So all of these are options. You can also stay with your hands on the leg and just lean a little forward. You don't have to do the hands. Take a moment. Very nice. Now, very gently, use your blocks to come back to your dog. Okay, so you can have your hands on the flat blocks, tuck your toes and use the blocks to get a little freedom on the arms and the armpits. Do that down dog shape, walk the legs here, walk the dog, bicycle the feet, bend one leg, bend the other, loosen up here. You can also do nothing. You can also just stay in the dog in the shape that you like. You can have your feet nice and wide as the mat. Notice what that does. You can have your feet closer. You can have your hands really, really pressing. So notice all the fingertips really like grabbing, like grasping the mat if you can. All right, knees can, again, can be bent or a little bit or straightened back, whatever you feel. And then whatever is easier, you can even bring your feet to the center. You can walk the feet to the top. You can walk to the center, bring the hands to the feet. Whatever you prefer to come to the middle or the top of your mat, you can use your blocks and just hang here. Just hang upside down, knees bent, hands on blocks. If you're able to be here, just kind of draping and hanging and dangling, right? Like a rag doll. If you are okay, you can have grabbing of your elbows, of opposite elbows, and you're upside down. Good. So if you like swaying here, you can sway a little bit. All right. If you like the feet a little wide, that's great. If you have your blocks, you can take a breath, right? In your blocks, you can bring your hands on your blocks or fingertips and inhale and lengthen your back, and then re-dangle, refold, almost like you bring your thighs to your ribs, so ribs and thighs kind of touch. And then if you want, do that again. So you bring your hands on the floor, on the blocks, kind of press up, and then look forward. So this torso, the trunk, is kind of towards flat. They said that your back flat, flat back. Look forward, flat back. You can have knees bent or straight. And then one more time, I'm just gonna let you hang and fold again. Fold, 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 fold. Now coming up, use your belly, use your core, squeeze your belly, and then upside down, up diving, up to standing, slowly standing, and find your feet, your Tadasana, standing wherever you are on the mat. Bring your hands to the sides of your body and just feel that the head is reaching to the heavens. Feel the head reaching to the heavens. So press the feet, all parts of your feet, and imagine that your head is reaching on its own to the heaven. Feel the head reaching up. Soften your face. Feel the feet, the shape of your feet. And then go a little left and right. Feel each foot getting a little weight side to side. And stay with the balancing of all the tippy toes, all the toe mounts, all the heels, the arches, all the feet really growing roots on the earth. So through the feet grow roots. With your breath, if you need to be against a wall, you go against a wall. With your breath, we're gonna do with your next inhale, you go on your tippy toes. This is balancing. Or you're gonna go on your tippy toes and you're gonna lift your arms. A little wobbly here, I know. So lower your arms and lower your heels. Very good. So we'll do 2 or 3 more. Just go slow. Get your belly. Lift your arms. Maybe all the way up. Go on your tippy toes. Wherever you are, reach your fingers. Lower heels and lower arms. Breathe in and out. We'll do a breath here. So let's do a breath that counts to 4. Okay, so you're here in 4. And then 4 counts to lower. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. We could even do 8, but we'll just do 4. Inhaling 4. Lift and lengthen. Notice the power of your legs, the balancing, the reaching. Lower your heels gently. Lower your arms. Come back to stillness. Breathe in and out. The left hand, maybe your right hand, the left arm, down the leg, the right arm up. Reach up to the heavens, reach down the leg towards the knee. Inhale up, come back. The other hand down the thigh, the other one arm to the heaven, reaching up, reaching down. Towards the leg, outside the leg, whatever you prefer. And then come back to center, we'll do that again. Very nice, nice and easy. One arm up, one up to the earth. Now both arms out, and then the palms are facing you, facing the screen. And you're gonna bring your hands both to the heart, both to the front with the arms long. And you're gonna take the arms, the knees bent, and you're gonna widen the arms and take a little back bend. Widen the arms, and then straighten the legs and arms go up. Widen the arms to the side, bend your legs, arms forward, round. Open and arch. Lengthen arms and legs, look up, hands to heart. Arms open, bend, arms forward, round. Arms open, lift, lift arms, straighten legs. Arms come to center. Last one, bend your legs a little bit, open arms, stretch your fingers around your spine. Open up, lift your heart, straighten legs and arms, look up, and hands to heart. Breathe in and out. Relax the legs, relax. Maybe you want to shake a little bit. Put your hands on the hips, maybe hold on to a wall. You're going to put one weight on the left or right, and you're just going to circle the ankle. So you're going to go on your tippy toes and then circle all the way the other way. Awesome. So you can lift it if you want, or just have it on the floor. The ankle. Step the foot, do the same thing, hold on to something, and just circle the ankle. Just really circle that ankle. So the knee is turning, but really want the ankle. place your foot down, breathe in. Right leg goes up, all right? Lift it up, flex your foot, bring the foot down, left leg. Really grab the surface of the foot to the mat, lift the left, flex, good. Step the feet on the floor, both feet together. I'm gonna do a standing pigeon, not easy, okay? Bend your legs a little bit, lift your right leg enough, right? To open it and place your ankle on the knee. Sit a little low. I know it's a little wobbly, it's hard. So hold on to the wall or place the glute or the back against the wall, hands to heart. Very nice, good. Come on up, release, step the feet down, shake it a little bit, bend a little bit, put the weight on the other leg, lift the leg enough to turn it a little bit out, and then place the ankle, flex your foot. You can stay high, you don't have to fold. Once you feel that you have it, you can bend a little bit, squat a little bit, flex the feet. The top foot, flex it, go lower, breathe. And I know sometimes it's not easy, we fall. We try it again, breathe, come on up and release. Step the feet down. All right. So I'm gonna use the length of the mat. You can turn. You can have the blocks or one block at least in front, right? And what I'm gonna do is do like a side to side and fold, all right? Side to side and fold a couple times, and then we'll go back onto the floor, okay? So this will be our little last little push here of standing shapes. So widen. My toes are not out, but not too much in, just kind of parallel, all right? And do a little side to side with legs pretty straight, side to side. I want you to feel also that you're really going sideways. So you have the two shoulders stacking. Imagine you have a wall behind you, so you don't go forward. Stay high and go sideways, as long as you're not going forward or back. Bring your arms out, maybe on the hips, maybe on your low back. Lead forward, reach forward, and then allow your hands to come onto the blows for that fold, folding forward, bending the legs if you need to, straightening a couple times. You can go a little side and a little side to side. Not too much. I'm not squatting. I'm just feeling one shifting of weight without a lot of effort. All right, and let's very gently come up again. Hands on the hips, hands on the legs, come on up. Back to our standing. Bring the feet together. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Interlace your hands, hands behind the head, like a little weaving of the hands, holding the head. And you can bend your elbows a little bit and lift your elbows, create a little tiny, gentle, but accessible back bend. Breathe it, elbows wide, and then relax the effort, the legs, relax the arms and the shoulders. And then one more time with the legs as wide as you can. Make that stance powerful. Make that stance nice and stable and steady. And then maybe start with the other side to side. 2 times each side. Remember, we're going sideways. Going slow, doesn't matter how low. It's really about lifting up. So opening the side body of the ribs. Okay, doesn't matter if I want to touch my ankle. No, I want to really feel the opening of your side body. Come back to center. You can bring your hands to a strap. You can bring your hands to your low back with your fingers down, your elbows squeeze towards each other. Lift and lengthen, and then refold again. Refold. Send the booty back, and then one hand to the block, other hand to the block, folding down, getting a little closer to the ground. And then if you want, you can do a little side to side to side. All right, so we're gonna bring the feet together. You're gonna come onto the knees and onto the shins again. So we're here. You're gonna bring your feet together, hands on the block, one knee down, other knee down. And then you're gonna try to maybe do this version of camel. So you have your toes tucked. Maybe you can put that block underneath, right? You can kind of bring the hands on the back of your Achilles, on the ankles, all right? And then shift your, maybe it's impossible, but try it. So maybe lift your hips, okay? So you're gonna try to bring your hips away from the heels and up to this version of camel. Awesome. So lift your heart, hips are forward, and then relax and tuck the toes. And then you're going to do this cute little twist here. So you're gonna come onto the hips, onto the side of your hips. So I'm going to my left hip. You can go, if you go to your right. So both knees are, or legs to one side, and you can have one of the feet like on top of the middle of your arch, or you can have your knees wide to the side. Okay, and then we're twisting away from the legs. All right, come back to center. Just lean back enough to lengthen the legs, shake them forward, shake and wiggle. And then bend your legs and just kind of go to one side. Maybe put the top of your foot on your inner lower arch, or just stagger the legs away, and then turn away from the legs. And when you turn away, try to not stay rounded. Try to get tall, tall, tall. Maybe look over your back shoulder. Come back to center, please. And then release your legs forward. Lengthen forward, hands behind your hips a little bit. Just relax, shake them out. Very good. All right, so one reverse table and one Navasana like we did before, and then we'll call it, and we'll just start our relaxation, okay? So bending the legs, feet flat, hands a little behind with the fingers pointing to your glutes. Place your feet, lift up for your version, your table. You can let your head drop or look to your knees. Drop your hips down carefully. Set the hips down. Squeeze your belly. Maybe lift one leg, maybe lift the other. Breathe here. Very good. And then feet down. Take a moment. Maybe just hug your knees and rest your forehead. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of core as we lower. So make sure you have space behind you. Go to the middle of your back. And then keep your knees bent if you want. Arms reach to towards the feet and start rounding, rounding. Use your core as you start feeling your low back, mid back, shoulders. Put something behind your head. And here we are on your low back again. Take a breath in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. My hands are on my ribs. You can have your hands on belly and heart. You can have your hands out. Let's bring the legs up. So just one leg up, both legs up. Let this shape be perfect as that is. Let's breathe 4 and 8. In for 4, out for 8. Don't worry about where the legs are. Don't worry if the legs are not straight. Don't worry about the feet. Just let the legs be in this kind of like a restful low back, head, and trunk supported. The legs are not having to carry you all day. The feet are having a little break. Your heart, your brain, your lungs, your chest are resting as your legs are kind of floating up. You can flex and point, you can roll here. Just make sure you're doing your breath. Roll here, bend your legs. And stay here, just kind of tap and tap. So legs are kind of like in a little table, half table, just tap and turn one at a time. Tap and tap, both legs up, and one more tap and tap. Good. Both hands on both knees, each hand on each knee, and then bend your elbows, knees to chest. Open them wide, press them away, arms lengthen, knees and feet together. Bend your elbows, knees to chest, widen the legs, press them out, hold on to the knees and toes together. And then one more, squeeze, knees in, widen out, press them out and away, toes together, and then heels and knees and toes together. Reverse that. You can do each part or do it a little more flowy. Out, in, and then to the chest, knees and chest and feet together. And then out with knees together, open, out to the armpits, flatten your low and sacrum, and knees together. Good. Rock a little side to side. I didn't do anything on our belly, but next time, okay? You're gonna try to bring a block underneath. You can try to put a block in between to finish up with a twist. So you can put a block between your legs and bring the knees to the side in line with your hips, a little higher towards your arms. You can have your arms wide. So find that nice, um, sometimes not so easy, right? To twist here. Try to have both shoulders. If the shoulder is kind of lifting, put something so you hold it, support it, and you can bring your arm also towards the top of your mat or towards the ear. Breathe in. You can also support under your legs. You can also, if you like and you don't feel anything, you can extend the top leg straight. You can just do nothing. Just relax the head, the eyes, the jaw, the shoulders. Right, if you have a block, squeeze the block, use your belly, come back to center. Sometimes we come off the mat, just kind of position yourself so you're in your mat, and then find that twist on the other side with the block in between, with the block under. Your shoulder lifts lower, so you can stagger your legs if they're not happy. You can bring the block in between. You can bring your arm overhead. You can look towards your arm. You can have your arm closer. You can have your elbow closer. Just have your shoulders supported as your legs go to the side, and maybe extend the top leg out. You don't have to, but just an option to notice how that feels. So these twists are very cooling, very restorative. Relax here, let go what you can let go. Feel that arm, the shoulder, the ribs, making space away from the hips. Almost like you rest one of the hands on the top leg. And then very nice and gently use your core, come back to center. Bring your nose to your knees, squeeze like a tight little ball. Nose to knees, little tight, tight, tight squeeze. And then open like a flower opens. Open the arms out, open the legs nice and wide, and come to that place, that moment of doing absolutely nothing except breathing. Your Shavasana came after, I don't even know what it did, where the time went, but just relax here. Just let yourself melt. Let your bones, your muscles, let your body weight melt. And feel that now, how it feels to really feel the yoga effects of that, how it feels like your body is really now ready to surrender. Maybe you have some stiffness freed up, and maybe it feels like you're breathing better. You can do maybe one or two, breathing 4, exhale for 8. And the last one, you can even do breathing in 4 and exhaling with an audible sigh, just opening your lips and exhaling for 8 counts. Really taking all the air out of the body, relaxing the belly and the hips as you come to your final Shavasana. I'm going to just let you go. It's about 10:45, 10:43. Please take at least 10 minutes, maybe even more. Don't move a muscle. Just melt. Just let go. Let yourself go. Don't worry about where your breath or how it is. Just let yourself be free. Use your imagination. Go to a happy place. And remember that your mind is powerful. Your mind is the tool for your let go. Have a wonderful Shavasana. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Please be safe. And again, namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next time.